Kelly's Court is back in session. On the docket today, breaking news in the Tomcat divorce. New reports that the would-be Hollywood showdown is now over. The estranged couple apparently reaching a settlement agreement. Their lawyers not commenting much on the details, but the couple issuing a statement saying they are committed to working together as parents in their daughter's best interest, and that's not all. Joining me now with more, Brian Claypool, who's a defense attorney, and Mark Eiglarsh, who's a former prosecutor, now defense attorney. And so my question to you, and I'll start with you on this, Mark, is how much does this have to do, in your estimation, with the very public accusations she was apparently making, sources close to her were making, about Scientology, Tom Cruise's participation in it, and the effect of the church on their daughter, Suri? Because let me read you this from their joint statement. We want to keep matters affecting our family private and express our respect for each other's commitment to each of our respective beliefs and support each other's roles as parents.
These are both big stars, and no one wants negative PR, so I know that that played some role. But I have to believe, as a purist, that they both really did want what was in the best interest of their child. So they sat in a room, and fortunately the lawyers didn't get rich. They sat down there and they talked it out. And if she really did, as we reported on Kelly's Court earlier, want sole custody, someone explained to her that even if you show that Scientology is a big cult and we're a bunch of weirdos, the chances of a judge saying he's not going to see that daughter again is not very likely. And so ultimately, I think that each party at the negotiations gave in a little bit and both left a little dissatisfied, and those are perfect negotiations.
I don't know, Brian, because they say that they are settling, according to TMZ, for meaningful, this is what Tom gets, meaningful, significant contact with Suri. Katie Holmes wanted sole legal custody, so she would be the sole decision maker. Where does she go to school? What church does she go to? And so on. And was willing to have shared physical custody with Tom. So if he's getting meaningful, significant contact with Suri, isn't he getting exactly what she was offering him from the beginning?
Yeah, Megyn, I agree with you, and I think this rapid settlement is just as much about big business as it is about what's in the best interest of Suri. Imagine this. Katie Holmes has a movie coming out, I think, in a week. And in that movie, she's portraying a single parent of a child, of a daughter. Tom Cruise is wrapping up a movie in Iceland. These two want millions and millions of people to go out and pay money to watch their movies. If they are feuding at the expense of a child, I don't think a lot of folks across this country are going to buy movie tickets.
Mm-hmm. There were questions about the prenup between them, Mark, saying that apparently, according to some reports, she was supposed to get $3 million a year for every year that they were married, which is around 5 years. And then there were reports that that wasn't true. It's far less. So the question is how much money was likely exchanged. If they didn't have much to argue over when it comes to Suri, since, as I point out, she was willing to give him shared physical custody, according to the reports, the question is how much money was paid. In a case like this, where you had her apparently leaking to the press about Scientology, just today TMZ had a report, or the other day, saying Tom Cruise was controlling her like a puppet master, controlling her every move. I mean, it was bad PR. Did he pay up?
I think that PR, again, played a big role, but I think it goes right back to that prenup. I don't think that this was something that right before she walked down the aisle, he said, why don't you take a look at this and put your signature down here? I think both parties had their lawyers go through this at length, and she knew and he knew that the chances of success of altering what both parties agreed to were slim to none.
So what was the point? If that's the case, Brian, they had a prenup, she knew she had to live with it. What was the point of the past 2 weeks and all the leaks to the press and the bad, damaging allegations and bringing the religion into it and so on?
Well, Megyn, even though these two are mega superstars, they're human beings as well. And I think that they were grappling with the emotional aspect of breaking up. And I think we have to filter that into Katie Holmes initially reacting the way she did, because you're right. She's really giving in on something that she had really no leverage on in the first place. Tom Cruise would have seen his daughter regardless of whether she held out on that. She leaks Scientology probably because she's upset, she's sad. Look, anybody who's vested their heart and soul in a relationship and it doesn't work out and you have a child together, you're going to go through a lot of turmoil. Yeah. And frankly, I find this amazing that after 2 weeks, usually takes 2 weeks.
Hard break.
No
Thank you both so much. I appreciate it. We'll be right back.